I love, I love country folks. I like city folks too. They good people when you get to know them. But I like people that live on the dirt, live out in the country, off the pavement. They're the salt of the earth and the backbone of this nation. But you know, whether or not you live in the country, that really is a relative thing. The people in New York City think that the people that live in San Antonio, Texas, live in the country. True. And the people in San Antonio think the people in Slayton, Texas, live in the country. Well, the people in Slayton know that the people that live in Nacogdoches, Texas, live in the country. And it's a relative thing. I know one time there I was looking for a fella who owed me some money. And I knew he lived way back in them woods. And I really didn't know how to get to his house. I went down to the Highway Patrol office. Figured they knew all them roads around Nacogdoches County there. And I asked them if they knew where this place was. And they knew the man. They said, yeah, we know where he lives. So they drew me a little map. They got a county map and drew me how to get there. And I knew it was back in the woods. And so I went home, got my pickup, got me a thermos of water, put the chainsaw there in the back end. Wife made me some sandwiches. And so I went out, going to start out there at that fella's house. Well, I went 4 miles west of Nacogdoches on U.S. Highway 21. I turned off on County Road 315 and went 6 more miles. Then I hit a county road that was just graveled. I turned back to the east, went 2 miles. Then I had to head south again, and this was just 2 ruts. You've seen them, they're just ruts that go out there. Well, I got on them ruts, 3 more miles on the ruts. Then I hit some bad road. Looked like just a varmint trail that went out through the wood. Well, I straddled the varmint trail, and I come to a dead end. Little old creek of water flowing through there. That's the end of the road. Well, I got out of the pickup, started looking around, looked across the creek over there, and you could just barely see a little old house sitting back in them woods. Well, I got to looking around, and I saw a rope hanging off an old big oak tree right there by that little creek, and I could see a worn place on both sides, this little old branch of a place. And I could tell people been swinging across there on that rope to get across that. Well, I rushed up and got the rope and backed off, and I swang over there and dropped off on the other side. Started walking up to the house. Of course, I began to hello the house. Hello, the house. Hello. You don't walk up to houses like that without letting them know you out there. I said, hello, the house. Well, I didn't get any response. Well, I walked on up there. Nothing moving. Walked up on the porch of this little old 3-room house. Screen door there on the front door. Had a note pinned to it with a bobby pin. Well, I put on my glasses, walked up there to read what the note said. It said, notice, we have gone to the country for the weekend. So whether or not you live in the country, it's a kind of a relative thing.